Hello students. Today we will be discussing topic probability of class 10th. We have already studied this topic in class 9th, wherein we have discussed some terms such as mutually exclusive outcomes. What is mutually exclusive outcomes? It means the if one of the outcome uh, happens, then the other will not happen. That means one outcome eliminates the probability of happening of the other outcomes of that experiment or event. Similarly, we have also studied the term equally likely outcomes. That means the probability of happening of all the outcomes of that event is equally likely. That means they have equal probability of happening. You already know that probability of any event is equal to the number of favorable outcomes. That means the outcomes which are favorable to that event upon the number of total possible outcomes. Also, the total probability of an experiment is always 1. That means if we have events, say E1, E2, so on, En, these are the events of any experiment, then the probability of E1 plus probability of E2 plus so on plus probability of En is always 1. Also, probability of happening of an event and probability of not happening of that event, if we sum up these two probabilities, then answer should be 1. The probability not E plus probability E is always 1. In this implies probability not E can be calculated as 1 minus probability of an event E. In some books, probability of not E is also written as probability of E bar. It is read as E complement. That means if E and E complement, these are not E. E and not E are the complementary events. They complement each other. Now, you also know that 0 is less than equal to probability of any event. It is less than equal to 1. That means probability of happening of an event always lies between 0 to 1. A sure event has a probability 1, while an impossible event has a probability 0. Now, to understand more about the concepts of probability, let us consider some simple experiments. First one, I am taking a basket of colored balls. Let us take a basket of colored balls. We have 3 red, 4 black and 5 blue balls in the basket. So what is the total number of balls? The total number of balls is 3 plus 4 plus 5, that is 12. Now what will be the probability of a red ball? Since there are 3 red balls, so favorable outcomes are 3 and total outcome is 12. So the probability of getting a red ball is 3 by 12, that is 1 by 4. Probability of not getting a red ball, we can calculate from here also. 4 black and 5 blue, that means not red. This makes it 9. So 9 upon 12. Or we can also write it as 1 minus probability of red ball. That means 1 minus 1 by 4. This will give you 3 by 4. Next experiment is tossing one coin. You have seen a coin. On one side we have head and on the other side we have tail. So the possible outcomes are head और tail. या head आएगा या tail आएगा. इसको short में हम H and T करके भी लिख सकते हैं. So what are the total number of possible outcomes? Total possible outcomes are 1 plus 1, that is 2. Total Number of total possible outcomes is 2. So what is the probability of getting a head? There is only one outcome, so 1, and total is 2. The favorable outcome of getting head is h upon total 2. Hence the probability of getting head in a single tossing of one coin, in a single toss, we get 1 by 2. Similarly, probability of getting a tail is also 1 by 2. Now what happens if we toss the coins simultaneously? We toss 2 coins simultaneously. We can take 2 coins simultaneously, or 1 coin is tossed 2 times. Now what do we get? We may get head on the first coin, head on the second coin, head on the first coin, tail on the second coin, tail on the first coin, head on the second coin, and tail on both the coins. So what is the total number of possible outcomes? The total number of possible outcomes now is 1, 2, 3, 4. So what is now the probability of getting only one head? सिर्फ एक head आए. कहाँ कहाँ पे मिल रहा है हमें एक head? We are getting one head in these two. That means the favorable outcomes are HT and TH. So number of favorable outcomes becomes 2. And what are the total outcomes? They are 4. So probability is 1 by 2. Similarly, what is the probability of 2 heads? We have only one favorable outcome for getting 2 heads, that is HH. यहाँ पर भी एक ही head है, यहाँ एक है, यहाँ कुछ भी नहीं है. 2 head we get only 2 heads we get in this HH. So number of favorable outcomes becomes 1 and total outcomes is 4. So the probability of getting 2 heads is 1 by 4. Similarly, common question in the exams is probability of getting at least one head. At least को हिंदी में convert करेंगे तो क्या बोलेंगे? कम से कम एक head होना चाहिए, इससे कम नहीं होना चाहिए. So 2 heads, ये भी favorable outcome है. HT is also favorable and TH is also favorable. But this TT is not favorable because we are not getting any head in this. और कम से कम एक तो होना ही चाहिए था. So the favorable outcomes are 1, 2 and 3. This gives you 3 and total is 4. Similarly, for at most one head, what are the favorable outcomes? At most means ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा one head. ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा, एक से ज़्यादा नहीं होना चाहिए, means this HH, this we will not consider. So HT is favorable, TH is favorable, and also TT is favorable because we were saying at most one head. ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा एक होना चाहिए, एक से कम तो हो ही सकता है. So HT, TH and TT, these are the favorable outcomes. So number of favorable outcomes is 3 and the total outcomes is again 4. Then probability of no head. Where do we get no head? Here we are getting 2, here getting 1, here also 1. Here we are getting no head. So favorable outcome is TT and number of favorable outcomes 1 and total outcomes 4. The probability is 1 by 4. Let us take one more experiment, that is tossing one die. Die you have seen, you might be playing Ludo. A die is a cube which has numbers written on all the 6 faces. So what are the numbers written? 1. So possible outcomes are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are the 6 numbers written on the 6 faces of the die. Die is a cube. Now, If we have to, so what is the number of total possible outcomes? Number of total possible outcomes. This is 6. So probability of getting an even number. Where do we get an even number here? Even number is 2, 4 and 6. There are 3 outcomes which are favorable to getting an even number. This gives favorable outcomes 3 upon total outcomes is 6. So probability of even number is 1 by 2. Similarly, prime number. Prime numbers are lowest prime 2, 3 and then 5. The favorable outcomes are 2, 3 and 5. That is total number of favorable outcomes is 3 and total possible outcomes 6. So this gives the probability 1 by 2. Similarly, probability of a number greater than 4. What are the numbers greater than 4? This 5 and 6. There are only 2 favorable outcomes. So 2 upon total outcomes is 6. This gives you the probability 1 by 3. Then you can maybe ask to find the probability of a number less than equal to 3. Probability of less than equal to 3, less than equal to 3 means less than and also equal to. So 1, 2 and 3. 3 will also be included. So the possible outcomes favorable to this event are 1, 2 and 3 if we get 1, 2 or 3. So number of favorable outcomes becomes 3 and total outcomes becomes 6. This gives you a probability of 1 by 2. Similarly, if we are asked what is the probability of getting a number 7, we don't have 7 on a die, so the probability is 0. I hope you might have understood these small experiments for understanding the concepts of probability. Thank you.